Welcome back to another Roblox Studio tutorial. In this video we're going to continue with our mining system. In the last video what we did is we created our tool, which is this one back here. And then we also set it up whenever this tool strikes the rock, it prints off the message hit the rock. What we're going to do now though is we're going to continue with our script so that instead of just printing off the message, it actually pops out different materials. Okay, let's go ahead and dive in and see how we can do this in Roblox Studio. Okay, so to start off, we're just going to take a look at the script that we wrote before. So this is the script that we wrote last time, and basically all this one did is it played a slash animation whenever the tool was activated, and then whenever that tool hit the rock, it just printed out the message hit the rock. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add some stuff to the script. If you're continuing with the last video, then you can delete the print statement. And now I'm going to jump over to the other script and explain how that one works. Okay, so this is what we're going to be adding today. The part that is different is this section right here. So if you're continuing from the last video, then you're going to start right under the can mine equals false. The first thing we're going to put right under that is a new instance of a part. So we're going to say local mined part is equal to instance.new, and we're going to be creating a new part. After that, we're going to be setting that part's parent equal to game.workspace. We're going to be changing its size to a new vector, and this new vector has a 2 for the x dimension, a 1 for the y dimension, and a 2 for the z dimension. If you want to, you can change these numbers to make the part that pops out either bigger or smaller. Next, we're going to be setting the position of the part that pops out equal to otherPart.position. So other part will be the rock. So otherPart.position will be the rock's position. So we're going to start there. And then we're going to be adding a new vector to that. And our new vector is going to be a number between -5 and 5 for the x position, 5 for the y position, and then a random number between -5 and 5 for the z position. You can adjust these if you want to pop out the part in a different location. Next, we're going to be defining another variable that we're going to call mineType. And we're going to be setting this equal to a random number between 1 and 100. And depending on what this random number is how we're going to determine what color to change the part to. So if this number ends up being less than 50, I'm going to make that part gray. If the number ends up between 50 and 75, I'm going to make that one black. If the number ends up between 75 and 90, I'm going to make that one gold. And if it's greater than 90, it's going to be teal. So basically the way this is going to work, about 50% of the time, the part will be gray. Here between 50 and 75, that's a difference of 25. So about 25% of the time, it'll be black. About 15% of the time, it'll be gold. And about 10% of the time, it'll be teal. You can change these numbers depending on how rare you want to make the different items. So for example, if you want to make the diamond one very rare, you can change it from 90 to 99 so that it only pops out about 1% of the time. Okay, and that's all there is to it. So just a quick recap. Every time the tool strikes the rock, what we're doing is we're creating a new part. We're putting that part in the workspace. We're setting its size. And we're also setting its position. And then we're defining a variable that is equal to a random number between 1 and 100. And then depending on what that random number is, we're assigning a particular color to it. All right, let's go ahead and run our code and take another look at this. So once you pick up the tool, every time that tool strikes the rock, it's going to create a new part. Now, just as another example, let's go ahead and go back to the script and add something to it. So what we'll do is we'll create a new color for a part. To do that, we'll say if mineType is greater than 95, then what we're going to do is we'll say minePart dot brick color is equal to brick color dot new, and then let's make this one green. Okay, so now what we did is we created a new possible color for the part that pops out. And this part will be green if the mineType is greater than 95. And there we go. So we had one that popped out. Okay, so this is going to be the end of this video. What we're going to do in the next one is learn how to collect and store these resources. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next one.